On a humid Monday evening, August 4th, the world glimpsed a side of Donna Kelce rarely seen. Known to millions as the indomitable mother of NFL superstars Jason and Travis Kelce, Donna has always stood as a pillar of strength, cheering in stadiums, weathering storms, and offering the kind of unwavering support only a mother could. But on that day, she was simply a woman in mourning, her eyes red and glistening with tears, her voice trembling as she recounted the most heartbreaking dinner of her life. This was not the story of football glory or gridiron victories. This was the story of love, loss, and the kind of quiet moments that reshape a family forever. Ed Kelce, Donna's ex-husband and the father to her two famous sons, had always been a stoic man. He wore his heart quietly, like an old watch, reliable, but only truly appreciated up close. For nearly 2 decades, Ed shared his life with Maureen Maguire, a woman beloved not only by him but by the entire Kelce family. When Maureen, affectionately known as Mean, died suddenly, the news spread like a shockwave. The Kelce family, so often in the public eye for their triumphs, now found themselves grappling with a loss that no one could prepare for. Donna described the days after Maureen's death as a blur of condolences, phone calls, and memories that surfaced like ghosts. But nothing compared to the private dinner Ed Kelce requested on the night of Maureen's funeral. The restaurant was unremarkable, small, tucked away, the kind of place you'd miss unless you were looking for it. But for Ed and Maureen, it was a place of tradition. Every birthday, every anniversary, every quiet moment away from the world, they would come here, order the same dishes, and let the world outside fade away. That evening, the table was set for a family in mourning. There was grilled salmon, Maureen's favorite, a bowl of sweet corn soup, a plate of fresh fruit, and 2 glasses of iced tea. The simplicity of the meal spoke volumes, a nod to their shared history, a refusal to let grief demand extravagance. Donna sat across from Ed, no longer his wife, but forever his confidant. Her old wedding ring still sparkled on her hand, a relic of a life that had changed but never truly ended. Travis and Taylor Swift, who had become a surprising but welcome part of the Kelce family tapestry, sat nearby, offering space, presence, and quiet comfort. Taylor Swift, the global pop icon, had grown close to the Kelce family through her relationship with Travis. To Maureen, she had become like a granddaughter. That night, Taylor left a small, handwritten card on Ed's plate. The words were simple: "We miss her too, but she wants you to smile." Ed picked up the card, turning it over in his hands for a long, silent moment. He didn't touch his food. Instead, he took a single sip of iced tea and managed a smile, faint, fragile, but genuine. It was the kind of smile that breaks your heart, the kind that says, "I'm still here," even when everything inside feels shattered. Donna remembers that detail with aching clarity. "I've never seen Ed so sad," she said, her voice thick with emotion. He didn't cry loudly, but his eyes said it all. A disoriented look. Ed didn't say much. As the meal wound down, Ed finally spoke, a single sentence that Donna says will echo in her memory forever. "If there is an afterlife, I would still choose to hold her hand while walking under the redwoods in the Pennsylvania autumn." The table fell silent. There was no need for more words. In that one sentence, Ed had managed to capture a lifetime of love, longing, and the kind of promise that only comes at the end of a story. Donna's voice choked as she recalled the moment. "It wasn't regret," she said. "It was a belated promise, something Ed never got to tell Maureen because her departure was too sudden, too quiet." That dinner, though simple and unremarkable to anyone else, became Ed Kelce's final farewell to the greatest love of his life. After the dinner, someone snapped a photo, a rare black and white image that would later circulate among friends and family. Taylor Swift, wearing Travis's number 87 jersey, stood next to Ed and Donna. Though the colors were muted, the warmth of the moment radiated through. It was the last time, many believe, that Ed smiled with any real peace. Jason and Travis Kelce, so often celebrated for their toughness on the field, both broke their silence after the funeral. "Dad didn't say much, but he loved Maureen more than he could ever show," Jason admitted. "And we know that from now on. Every time we sit down for dinner, Dad will remember her. She's a part of him that will never be filled." In the days that followed, Donna found herself reflecting on love's strange, enduring power. "Sometimes love doesn't need to end in marriage," she said. "Sometimes it just needs a handshake at the last dinner to stay forever in memory." It was a profound truth. Donna's silent tears that night, she now realizes, were not just for Maureen. They were also for Ed, a man who had lost the light in his life, and for the family who would never be quite the same. News of Maureen's passing and Ed's heartbreak spread quickly. Fans, friends, and strangers alike left messages of sympathy, their words merging into a chorus of shared sorrow. Some recalled meeting Maureen at games or charity events. Others, moved by the family story, wrote about their own losses, finding catharsis in the Kelce family's public vulnerability. But beneath the headlines and viral photos, the real story was quieter: a father sitting in silence, a mother mourning for more than just a friend, two sons struggling to find the right words, and a superstar singer offering comfort in the only way she knew how. Grief, as Donna has learned, is not something that ever truly leaves. It lingers in empty chairs, in favorite songs, in the way the light hits the kitchen table at sunset. For Ed Kelce, every meal is now a reminder. Every laugh is edged with memory. Every quiet moment is a silent conversation with the past. Yet, there is hope too. The Kelce family, though changed, is not broken. They gather, they grieve, and they carry Maureen's memory forward, not as a shadow, but as a gentle presence. Donna's words, spoken through tears, linger. Love doesn't always end the way we expect. Sometimes, it ends in a quiet restaurant, with simple food and sad smiles, surrounded by the people who understand. Why does the story captivate so many? Perhaps it's because, beneath the glitz of football and fame, it reminds us that loss is a universal language. Whether you're a Super Bowl champion or a fan in the stands, you know what it means to say goodbye. You know the ache of an empty chair, the comfort of family, the power of a single unspoken promise. Donna Kelce's tearful recollection isn't just a story about the end of a love affair. It's a testament to the quiet heroism of those who stay, who support, who hold hands at the end of the world. It's a reminder that, in the darkest moments, there is beauty in simplicity, dignity in silence, and hope in the smallest gestures. The Kelce family will move forward, carrying Maureen Maguire's legacy in every dinner, every birthday, every autumn walk under the redwoods. And as they do, they invite the world to remember, love, in all its forms, is never truly lost. It lives on in memory, in promise, and in the quiet strength of those left behind. And perhaps that's the lesson we all need most, not just to love fiercely, but to remember gently and to find meaning even in the simplest of goodbyes.